Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Laura Bain.
A community sewing club and outreach project of the Spryfield Salvation Army has come up with a unique and useful sewing project, weighted sensory pads for individuals with sensory processing disorders. Sewing Club coordinator Sheila Banks shows off their latest creations.
Well, essentially they are made in 3 parts. And usually we start with the top part, which is where we have what we call manipulatives, something that we fix onto this placemat size base.
To keep costs low, sewers get creative with donated fabric and everyday objects.
So Sheila, we're here, we've got some of the weighted pads in front of us, and I've been exploring this one in front of me, and it's just so much fun. There's a crinkly part, there's Velcro, there's a knitted bit. It's just all different textures.
Well, you see not only the one that you have, but another 3, Laura, and what goes on them in many ways depends on what we have access to. The bottom layer ends up being the same size, and that is something that has some soft texture. The middle layer is the weighted layer, and that's made with poly pellets. We use about 2 pounds worth of these poly pellets and pour them into a fabric template that we've made that has, 3 rows. We pour them in and then sew across, pour them in again, sew across. So it ends up being much like a quilt. And that becomes the middle layer. And then we sew the layers together.
The pads are donated to organizations like Autism Nova Scotia. Jenny Tyler, Community Outreach and Events Coordinator with Autism Nova Scotia, says the pads have multiple benefits.
The smaller weighted pads, they support relaxation, sensory and tactile stimulation, and they may also provide a level of comfort for individuals on the spectrum. Some individuals will really enjoy the fidgets on the pads. Some will really enjoy the weight on them, which may ground them if they're starting to get a little bit stressed. Undoing and doing the zipper is a great stim that is safe for someone to do. So there are many different uses, and it really depends on the individual.
Sheila says the Sewing Club got the idea from the son of one of its members.
We've had community projects as part of our goals right from the start, and we happened to be making Alzheimer touch fidget quilts at the time, and a new member brought in her son, who's on the autism spectrum, a teenager, and when we showed him these Alzheimer quilts, he said, "Oh, wouldn't those be good for kids with autism?"
The Sewing Club consulted with Jenny about design features.
The feedback has been really great. We've had families who have said it makes car rides much easier, individuals at work who say that they're able to discreetly fidget at their desk while they're actually continuing their work. So everyone has a story, and the demand has been really great.
Currently, the volunteer club of 20 sewers makes about 5 pads per month and has given out more than 38 pads across the province, not just to Autism Nova Scotia chapters, but also to daycares, schools, libraries, and individuals. Both Sheila and Jenny hope this simple idea will spread.
It would be wonderful to see more sewing clubs around the country to adopt this program.
If you'd like more information on how you can support Autism Nova Scotia, visit autismnovascotia.ca.